Hey gang, TigerBill here, and welcome back to another Tension-Free Tuesday. Now this time I'd like to start working with you on basic polyrhythmic patterns. Now polyrhythms, what's a polyrhythm? Well, it's playing one pattern against a different pattern at the same time. Okay, now why would you want to do something like play, let's say, ones on the hi-hat, twos with the bass drum, threes with the right hand, and fours with the left hand? What purpose does that serve? Well, if you can play something complex like that, and then not only that, but then have the ability to shift it around, like move the fours around to different limbs, move the threes around, twos around, and ones in different places at the same time without losing the groove, that's a good ability to have, because it allows you to, when you get any kind of music you have to read that has a groove written in it or anything, any kind of groove you have to play, whether it's Latin, rock, hip-hop, jazz, whatever it is, that four-way groove will be simple in comparison to what you're doing with the polyrhythms. So I practice polyrhythms a lot. I find it a lot of fun, and I use them not only in fills, but I use them in solos, not to mention in clinics. It's a good for a show-off thing. Okay, so anyway, this one is a simple one. It's 2 against 3 or 3 against 2, depending on how you look at it. Okay, you want to, some people do this they try to do this by just hearing it, but that's not the best way to do it. The best way to do it is to know how to count it, and you'll be assured that you're playing it accurately if you know how to count it. And counting 2 against 3 is very simple. Okay, so I'm going to use rims just for now, just so you can hear my counting over what I'm playing, and then I'll use the drums themselves. Okay, so first I'm going to use the rim of the small tom. That rim sounds like this. Okay, the other rim is the snare drum. Okay, I'm going to play 3 on the small tom. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Add the snare. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1. Switch hands. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Why do I switch? Well, because the more complex you can make it, the better it'll be for you to develop that skill. You're trying to build what? We're trying to build it into our muscle memory. So when we're playing, we don't have to think, we don't have to count. We just play it, and we know we'll be dead on accurate. Okay? That's what I want you to do for this time. I want you to do the 2 hands and switch them back and forth, 2s against 3s. And I want you to also use the feet the same way. And then, want to get more complex with it, you can do 2 on the left hand, 3 on the right hand foot at the same time, 3 on the right hand, 2 on the left foot at the same time, and just switch it all around. And eventually you'll be able to play 2 against 3 or 3 against 2 without even thinking about it. Okay? Just to leave you with something to think about, a more complex polyrhythm that I like to use. Here's a 4-way polyrhythm. I'm playing 1 on the hi-hat. I'm playing 2 on the bass drum. I'm playing 3 on the small tom, and I'm going to play 4 on the snare drum. And again, you're limited in speed only to the speed at which you can play the most complex hand. So this one would be the left hand, the 16th notes in the left hand. You're limited to that speed. Okay, so here's an example. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I hope that helps. Until next time, have fun, and always stay loose. Oops, almost forgot. If you got something out of this, click the like, smash the subscribe, and ring that bell if you'd like to be notified whenever I post. Thanks, and I'll catch you on the flip side.